Hello everyone, drop a thumbs up right away, subscribe and make your predictions for this season's Champions League winner in the comments below. Meanwhile, we are getting started. Let's go! It's better to lose one match 4-0 than to lose 4 matches 1-0. Roma lost only 3 points today, not 12, Jose Mourinho admitted. Former Chelsea star Ross Barkley has joined Liga 1 side Nice after terminating his contract with the London team. Arteta gets interviewed after the game. He's a sore loser. Every time he loses a game, I listen to him, it's about what they didn't do properly or the officials. Stop making excuses, Roy Keane said. United failed to implement the game plan on the pitch, but we defended as a team with all 11. We never had the feeling that they could break us, Erik ten Hag said after Man United's win over Arsenal. A big credit to the lads for the way they played today, but we need a better result. Discipline is the key in such games, especially when the opponent has some top-notch players able to get the most out of any details on the pitch, Mikel Arteta commented after the game against Man United. Ten Hag's impact on United is already obvious. He studies everything from the technical area, makes substitutions at the right time, reacts to tactical changes by the opposition, pressures the officials. Journalist Mark Ogden tweeted. Diego Costa may sign for Wolverhampton. Wolves newcomer Sasha Kalajdzic suffered a serious knee injury in his debut match. Man United's big signing Antony scored in his debut game in the Red Devil shirt. What an incredible day! A huge thanks to all Man United staff and my teammates. I'll never forget this day. To United fans, all my affection for this reception. Let's go for more! That's just the beginning. Antony wrote on Twitter. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't have any goal contributions in United's 6 starting games this season. Martin Braithwaite scored in his debut game for Espanyol. His goal became the winner in a 1-0 victory against Athletic Bilbao. After the match against Betis, Carlo Ancelotti was asked why he didn't give some playing time to Eden Hazard and Marco Asensio. I made changes to put more energy and then Antonio Rudiger to be stronger in aerial duels. I didn't need to put Hazard or Asensio when we were winning 2-1, the Real Madrid coach replied. Manchester United achieved 4 consecutive victories after 2 defeats at the start of the season. It marked the 3rd such case in Premier League history. The latest reports confirm that Xavi prefers Gavi over Frenkie de Jong. Rashford scored a brace and made an assist in the game against Arsenal. He has 5 goal contributions in his last 4 games, with 3 goals and 2 assists. Basque striker Iñaki Williams avoided a serious injury and played his 237th straight La Liga game for Athletic Bilbao. Liverpool made a second bid to sign Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder Moises Caicedo on transfer deadline day. The offer was made in the final hours of the transfer window, but Brighton had no intention of selling him. Messi doesn't play like other people, Gary Lineker wrote on Twitter. Leicester City centre-back Çağlar Soyuncu has been linked with Galatasaray. Emil Smith-Rowe appeared to pull up with an injury during Arsenal warm-down, David Orstein reports via Twitter. Things have changed, the defensive system is different, and that helps me. We are working super well as a team, Ter Stegen said. It is not difficult to convince players like Kroos and Modric to be our subs because they are very intelligent and humble. Carlo Ancelotti praises the Madrid veterans duo. Every year, Man City gets closer and closer to the Champions League triumph. We have the necessary skill to win it, Ederson said. Ferran Torres was close to leaving Barca for Arsenal in the final days of the transfer window, but Xavi insisted on his stay at Camp Nou. Barcelona could lose up to 8 players as free agents next summer. That's because the contracts of Sergio Busquets, Gavi, Memphis Depay, Sergio Roberto, Marcos Alonso, Hector Bellerin, Iñaki Peña, and Arnaud Tenas all expire in 2023. Casemiro has to get used to my way of playing football. The other thing, Scott McTominay and his great performance. Ten Hag explained his decision to bench the Brazilian superstar. 3 Real Madrid players left the club as free agents this summer, and 7 more could follow them in 2023. That's because the contracts of Karim Benzema, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Nacho, Mariano, Marco Asensio, and Dani Ceballos expire at the end of the season. Juventus started negotiations with Danilo over his contract extension. The old lady offers him to stay in Turin until the summer of 2025. Xavi plans to bench Eric Garcia, Ronald Araujo, Gavi, and Ousmane Dembele in Barcelona's first Champions League game against Victoria Pilsen, according to Mundo Deportivo's Fernando Polo. Cristiano Ronaldo and Harry Maguire were dropped from starting 11 in Man United's fourth game in a row. Robert Lewandowski has matched Cristiano Ronaldo and Falcao record in La Liga. The Polish striker became the third player to score 5 or more goals in the first 4 La Liga games. PSV forward Cody Gakpo has confirmed that Man United were heavily interested in signing him before they backed out, and also that Louis van Gaal was against the move too. Gerard Piqué tried to buy 29.5% of Barca Studios, but Laporta told him that it was impossible due to the code of ethics. Piqué didn't look satisfied after the outcome. "We are sorry for what's happened to Ronaldo in Manchester this year, but it's not our problem," Juventus CEO Maurizio Arrivabene said. PSG striker Mauro Icardi is out of the squad for the Champions League games. An eventful weekend with plenty of games this Sunday. Let's have a look. Moving on as the top news on its way. Let's briefly recap yesterday's games. In the Premier League, Brighton smashed crisis Leicester 5-2. Manchester United defeated Arsenal 3-1. First, Antony celebrated his debut goal in the debut game, then Saka netted an equalizer in the second half, but Rashford showed up to hit a brace and put an end to Arsenal's unbeaten run in style. In La Liga, we point out the confident victories of Villarreal and Valencia, which defeated Elche and Getafe respectively, 4-0 and 5-1. In Serie A, Jose Mourinho's Roma got crushed by Udinese 4-0, ending their ambitious unbeaten start. In the documentary covering his summer transfer to Manchester City, Erling Haaland revealed that Bayern Munich got in contact with him while Robert Lewandowski was still at the club. "I don't know how many goals and titles he has for the club. I really felt a little sorry for him. It felt disrespectful, but at the same time, it was an opportunity for him to seek another challenge," the striker said, as quoted by Sport S. Bayern's sporting director Hasan Salihamidzic denied the interest at the time, but this now seems more like a desperate attempt to save face. The transfer didn't go through after all. It's been reported that the Munich team flirting with Haaland was one of the reasons why Lewandowski opted for a summer exit. Bayern Munich keep hunting for English super striker Harry Kane, Bild journalist Christian Falk reports. The Munich club's board hopes that the 29-year-old will not extend his contract with the Spurs, as Kane's contract runs out in the summer of 2024. In this case, the German heavyweight will likely try to sign him in the summer of 2023. Another player who Bayern remain interested in is Barca prodigy Gavi, according to Bild's Christian Falk. The source reports that the Munich side is closely monitoring the situation around the 18-year-old Spaniard. Gavi's agreement with Barcelona expires in the summer of 2023. Hence, Munich would not mind signing the talented midfielder for free next year if he doesn't extend his contract with Barca. Paul Pogba talked to the police about allegations to shamanism leveled against him by his brother Matthias. Now it has become known that according to France Info, during the police interrogation, Paul admitted that he talked to a shaman, but in order to help a charity that supports children in Africa. He never asked to put a curse on PSG striker Kylian Mbappe. Antoine Griezmann's agent is looking for a solution to the controversial situation that arose between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. As Scope writes, the agent of the 31-year-old forward will offer Barcelona to lower the buyout clause. If the Catalan club agrees, the Griezmann's transfer to Atletico will be finalized during the season, so the clubs will not have to wait for the summer. Mundo Deportivo clarifies that by doing so, Atletico doesn't make legal violations. Barcelona requested lawyers to inspect this business effort from the Madrid club, but by benching Griezmann, Atletico acted perfectly legal. The only thing that the Rojiblancos were required to do at this point is to register Antoine as their player. With that said, Atletico can now even keep Griezmann out of the squad for the rest of the season, and it won't be a breach of La Liga rules whatsoever. Let's recall that Atletico will be obliged to buy Griezmann from Barca for 40 million euros if the player spends at least 45 minutes on the pitch in 50% of the matches for his 2 seasons in the club. Antoine came on as a substitute after 60th minute in 4 La Liga games in a row so far. Lionel Messi is adamant about his departure after the current season at PSG. According to El Futbolero US, Leo was very upset seeing Di Maria and Paredes leave the club, as they were 2 of his closest friends in Paris Saint-Germain. The media reported that the players were sold because of Kylian Mbappe's desire to get rid of as many players as possible from the Latin American camp. And this list included even Messi and Neymar. Messi has no doubts that Paris is not the best place to end his career. The PSG atmosphere is toxic and very strained. Therefore, after the World Cup, Messi's father will start looking for a new club. Let us remind you that Barcelona is doing everything possible to sign Lionel in the summer of 2023 as a free agent. Dear friends, Anthony celebrates his debut goal right in his first game. Find out more about United's big summer signing by clicking on this video. Enjoy the show as always. It was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.